Hello, welcome to another episode of Burger Town Garage. Today we are going to be working on my 2014 Volkswagen CC, and what we are doing today is replace my DSG thermostat. And the symptom that I've been dealing with is that my heat has not been keeping up with the temperature of the air outside. Now, it's been really cold. I mean, like -6 to 15-ish during the day. And I think this morning I had to drive to an appointment out east, and it took probably 30 to 45 minutes before I had any measurable heat on my temperature gauge in the car. And I know it's not the temperature gauge being bad, or the temp sensor, because I had my OBD2 reader hooked up to it, and I did see the temperature that it was reading, as well as the radiator output temperature and a couple others, and they all kind of correlated. And there could be a couple of different issues with the engine not being able to come up to temperature quick enough. One of them being the engine thermostat, which I know is good because I just changed it recently, along with the radiator and the radiator hoses. But this guy, the DSG thermostat, this one I got off of Amazon. It was about $32. It is a genuine, what do they call it, Male part. I don't know how to pronounce the name of this company, but this came in a Dorman box, which is interesting because I figured Dorman was going to be cheap Chinese crap. I needed this done like now because it's actually getting kind of unsafe level of cold inside the car. But I digress. Anyways, so the way we're going to get to this is we have to take off this intake, and we have to take off the box underneath it as well, because I don't know if I'll be able to show you, but the thermostat is actually right here underneath the box there. It's got that kind of foam ring around it, but that's it right there. And the way that I'm going to do this without dumping coolant everywhere is I'm actually going to clamp it on both sides of this, on the hoses forward and aft of it, and I'll probably lose a little bit of coolant, maybe a couple ounces or so, but I should be able to do this without losing a bunch of coolant. At least that's the hope. That's what we're going for. So I'm going to get set up here and hopefully have somewhat of a video or a time lapse of something. We're trying to improve. And by we, I mean me. Nobody else is here with me. At least I hope not. Alright, I actually misspoke. These are actually T25s around the airbox here. They are captive screws, so they, even when you loosen them, they'll not come out. They shouldn't, unless they're broken. Loose, set that over to the side. I like to leave my pliers on it just to kind of make sure it doesn't get too unsprung. I don't know if that's a word, but we're going to use it. And we're just going to kind of pop this out of here like so. There we go. There's that nice green filter that I installed the other day. Look at that. Actually, check and see how good it's doing in here. There is almost nothing on this, so either. No, it's fine. I don't think I actually needed to take. Well, no, I didn't need to take. Alright, so after you get this bolt removed right here, you get this plastic piece popped out, which is there's a tab here and a tab here that have to be pushed in and popped out, and it's really not easy. But I was able to do it, so I imagine somebody else can probably get it done. And then there's looks like just a overboard hose, and in this hole right here there's actually a rubber mount that it pops into, but that is the air box removed. So now we're looking at this right here. This is the thermostat. It's got 2 hose clamps on either side. This coolant hose right here is the one that I'm going to be clamping off, and then I'm going to try to clamp this one off here as well. The hoses still seem pretty pliable, so I'm not worried about them breaking. So here I go on that. Okay, so here we are. I got my I got some paper towel bunched up, shoved up under here. I'll show you these hose clamps I got here. They're cheap. They are from Amazon. I don't remember how much they cost, but if I had to guess, somewhere around the $10 range, and it came with 3 of them. So I'm not going to drop a link because I don't remember to do that most of the time. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, that's too big for that. It's not too big for this hose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp this one shut. I'm going to try to clamp this one shut. I'm going to repeatedly fail, but keep trying. So clamp this one. There we go. What you do is you kind of clamp it shut, and then you get this red stopper shoved up against the handle there. You don't have to go crazy on it. You just have to, close the opening on the inside. And this one has a straight part here, or it has a 90-degree part. Obviously, you can get different versions of these. These are just the ones that I got because they were cheap. So go ahead and clamp that one shut. Pull the handle up. That should be good to go, even though it's at an angle. Now, I'm going to grab my pliers here, and I'm going to take these. I'm going to attempt to take these hose clamps. I don't have the right pliers for these, obviously, but if you do, this part will be easier for you. Take this clamp. Man, that is a tough clamp. Or these are weak pliers. Unclamp that. Kind of shimmy it back. Oh, that is leaking already. Hopefully it doesn't leak any more than it already has. I'm actually going to take these pliers. Get off there. These are way stronger. Well, you're going to lose some coolant, obviously, because damn it. Because there's still coolant in the lines, right? But with these pinch clamps, you shouldn't lose any more than you have to. Get out of there. I'm making this more difficult than it has to be right now. If this clamp would just... Is the hose broken? Oh no, it's coming out from inside there. Get off of there. Is your malfunction? Or is it my malfunction? Somebody is malfunctioning here. That's leaking on the ground is what that's doing. Be right back. Let me go get a drain pan. Alright, we're back. So I got a I got a thing under there. Drain pan, there you go. Should be catching all that. Now, I gotta figure out why this clamp, there we go. Okay, so the clamp was stuck to the rubber, causing me a heckin' problem, it tells you. So that should be off there enough. Let me check my, yeah, it should be off there. So this side is a little bit longer, so I'll have to push that up a little bit longer. Hope you guys are enjoying watching me struggle here. Leave a like if you enjoy watching me struggle. Oh God, it's almost my finger. I don't want to manhandle this because I don't want to break the damn hoses, but good Lord, could you just do the thing? I don't know if I'm talking myself or my tools at this point. Okay. Get off, please. This is a good sign to me, at least, that can tell me that this probably has never been replaced before. So, probably not doing any harm here. Okay. Being a little stubborn coming off of there. Oh, that part came off. That's cool. There we go. Only losing a little bit of coolant. On this side I can twist out. There we go. And there is your problem. And there is another problem. This clamp should be holding better, but it is not. Maybe I don't have it clamped goodly enough. How about now? Are you done? Okay, I think we're good now. Lost a little more coolant than I would have liked to, but if you have better hose clamps, your life will be easier. Now, if you had to do your starter, it would be a good time to do that because it's right here. But my starter works. Let me go find some wood to knock on. Anyways, so we've got our new piece here, and we've got our rubber. So we're gonna pull this off of here. Now, direction of flow is important. You've got an arrow pointing that way, right here. Not sure if you can see that. But we are going to try to face it the same way. So your wide flange is going to be on the forward side. And make sure you drop that and pick it back up. And I'm going to just slide this over here like that. And this, obviously, just going to make sure you're not banging the thermostat off the top of your DSG. These hoses have indents already from the old thermostat, so they slide on nice and easy. I hate getting coolant on my hands. The feeling of glycol is just, not my favorite. Anyways, we are going to grab the hose clamps here. Should be a lot easier now. Just slide them back over. Same spot ish, and same spot ish. Okay, there we go, and that is done. So you can take your clamps loose here. You shouldn't lose any coolant. If you do, you did something incorrect. Get my coolant soaked rags out of here. And there you go. Dry some of this off because I want to know if it's leaking. So I got to take all my spillage off, so that if we do end up start leaking, I'll know what to look for. And there you go. Just reverse the process of taking this air box out, put it back in with your one bolt here and the rubber fitting over here that it pops over, and that's it. All right, got the car back together, got the intake and the engine cover all back on, and I'm going to show you how you can tell that the DSG thermostat you just removed and replaced is bad. So clean off all the glycol preferably, and blow through this side with the flange on it, and you should not be able to blow through it very much. Like, there might be a slight hiss, but it won't be like this. Like, ready? Wide open. She's stuck. So we did the right thing. Not that I was worried about it. But we got the new thermostat in, got it all buttoned up, like I said, got all the screws on. Don't forget to plug in your map sensor, okay? Get your clamp back on, get all your stuff put back together. Go ahead and turn it on, run it for a couple of minutes. If you lost any coolant, make sure to refill it, make sure you're not leaking, and you're good to go. That's it. So that was a quick and dirty tutorial on how to change your DSG thermostat in your, I think any year CC or anything that uses the TSI DSG combo, maybe any DSG, I don't know. I just know this one specifically on all year CCs are the same. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, like it. If you hated it, don't dislike it. That does bad for the algorithm. Leave a comment, and I'll see you later. Peace.